Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. The death toll from last night's bus accident in Dang's Bhaluwang reaches 12. 23 others injured being treated at Butwal and Nepalganj. The winter session of the Parliament nears. Over a dozen bills still stranded at the committees. Experts warn of further delay in forming crucial laws. Voting underway in Taiwan for a successor to Tsai Ing-wen. More than 19 million are registered to vote. 3 candidates in the fray for president post. And Asian Cup hosts Qatar kickstart their title defense with a 3-0 win over Lebanon in the tournament opener. The death toll from a bus accident in Dang's Bhaluwang has now reached 12. The passenger bus had plunged from Rapti Bridge last night. 8 of the deceased have been identified so far. Among the identified deceased are 60-year-old Kusum Basnet of Nepalganj Bake, 39-year-old Saurabh Bista of Makwanpur Hetauda, 65-year-old Tara Kanta Pandey of Kathmandu's Chandragiri, 31-year-old Mune of India's Uttar Pradesh, 67-year-old Jogendra Ram of India's East Bihar, 40-year-old Moon Bahadur Rawat of Jumla, 30-year-old Rambaran Harijan of Bake, and 25-year-old Deepak Kami of Rukum Gotamkot. 4 others are yet to be identified and they are male. 14 injured are receiving treatment at Kohalpur Medical College, while 7 are being treated in Butwal and 2 in Dang. The ill-fated bus was headed for Kathmandu from Nepalganj and had plunged into the river at 10:15 p.m. yesterday evening. The police have taken in custody the bus driver, 28-year-old Lal Bahadur Nepali, who is from Salyan. His condition has been reported to be normal so far. Now, the government is preparing to call for the winter session of the Parliament. However, considering that 14 bills are still stranded in their respective parliamentary committees, it is highly likely that the Parliament session will not have enough business to look over and that formation of crucial laws will be further delayed. 6 of the 10 thematic committees of the Parliament are yet to finalize 14 bills, most of which are yet to enter into discussion. Some of the committees, like the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee, Public Accounts, Finance and Education, Health and Technology committees have been distracted with issues like the sale of NCL shares. The State Affairs and Good Governance Committee should have been focusing on 4 of the bills, including ones related to Constitutional Council, CIAA and the corruption, among others. Currently, the bill related to Constitutional Council has reached its final phase. However, discussions on the others are yet to take momentum. Elsewhere, 4 bills, including the Nepal University and School Education bills, are still pending at the Education, Health and Technology Committee. Likewise, it's been 10 months since the bill related to transitional justice was taken to the Law Committee. A consensus is, however, yet to be reached. Regular meetings without a consensus has only added burden to state coffers. The electricity bill that is in the Committee for Infrastructure Development has yet to be discussed upon. The scenario is similar at the International Relations and Tourism Committee. The nearing National Assembly elections is also expected to keep the committee members busy for some time. Judging by the current scenario, experts say it is highly likely that the Parliament's upcoming session will not have adequate business to look after. Rice mills in the country have reported of lack of paddy in contrary to the government's claim that paddy production this year reached an all-time high. Agro-economists have said most farmers in the Tarai region tend to export their paddy to India due to lack of appropriate pricing and delay in payments back home. Indian mills also tend to reach the fields of the farmers in Tarai to collect their paddies. These paddy then return to Nepal as rice at a higher price for the end consumers. Apart from the Indian mills, paddy produced in the country also go to seed industries. Based on the data by the Customs Department, in the 5 months of the ongoing fiscal year, paddy worth just around 39,000 rupees has been exported from the country. Despite the government's massive investment of 40 billion rupees in chemical fertilizers, Nepal's dependence on import for rice has only been increasing. And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what should be done to be self-sufficient in rice? Your options are A, expand irrigation facilities, B. Managed fertilizers and improved seeds, and C. Protection of arable land. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The Department of Immigration's data of a period of 1 year shows that the number of Nepali nationals going to foreign countries on visits is similar to those going abroad seeking for better education and employment opportunities. Those going for foreign visits usually return home. In the meantime, around 71,000 people migrate to foreign nations annually. According to data by the Department of Immigration, the highest number of Nepali nationals go abroad seeking for employment opportunities. 1,603,000 Nepali nationals had left the country last year, out of which 808,000 had gone abroad seeking employment. Majority of youths go to the United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Malaysia, among other nations, as migrant workers. Those going on foreign visits for various reasons have also been increasing in recent time. More than 200,000 people left the country last year to visit foreign nations and on religious trip, while 167,000 had gone to meet their family members. 112,007 had acquired the no objection letter in the year 2023, while 167,485 went abroad for higher education. Data shows that Nepali nationals had visited 222 countries and regions last year. 1,795 Nepalese had reached war-torn Russia, while 95 had gone to Ukraine. Likewise, the department has said that more than 70,000 people have permanently migrated to other countries. The trend of youths leaving the country seeking for opportunities abroad amid the government's failure to intensify development works has become a matter of concern. Now, amounts exiting the country for the higher studies purpose in foreign countries have started to double every year. 28.81 billion rupees had exited the country in the first 5 months of the last Nepali fiscal year 2017-19, whereas the amount has increased to 47.48 billion rupees during the same period in the ongoing fiscal year. According to the statistics of the Ministry of Education, Nepali students go to 30 countries for higher studies. During the first 5 months of the ongoing Nepali year 2018, 66,164 students received the no objection letter, the permission needed to go abroad for higher studies. The country's foreign currency reserve is currently 1,767 billion rupees, which is the highest so far. Experts say the money exiting the country for studies in foreign countries may not have much effect on the country's economy, but the exodus of youths will raise the risk of long-term effect to the country. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we asked in several provinces regarding the need to go abroad for education and employment opportunities. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जति पढेर पनि रोजगार कसैले नपाएको कारणले नि विदेशी नि पर्ने जस्तै लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ।
यो सबै कुरोको प्रमुख कारण नेपालको राज्य व्यवस्था र राजनीतिक दलै हो।
हाम्रो देशमा चाहिँ तपाईको उद्योग धन्दा कल कारखाना केही पनि छैन। अब पढे लेखेका साथीभाइहरु सबै बेरोजगारी छन्।
रोजगार भइदिएको भए हामीले विदेशी हुने अवस्था थिएन।
पढेको शिक्षा नेपालमा कुनै पनि किसिमको वातावरण नभएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि युवाहरूले यहाँ केही गर्न सकिरहेको छैन।
पढाइको स्तर पनि मैले भेट्दैन। उच्च शिक्षाको लागि त सधैँ यस्ता जुन कोर्सहरु मैले खोजिरहेका छौं, जुन रोजिरहेका छौं, त्यो भेट्दैन।
विदेशमा फेरि सबैको सुविधा छ के जुन कि नेपालमा छैन।
शिक्षा पद लिइसकेका विद्यार्थीहरूलाई रोजगारी उपलब्ध गराउन नसक्नु नै प्रमुख कारण हो।
जुन हिसाबले पढ्यो सोच्यो त्यो नेपालमा राज्यले व्यवस्थित गर्न नसक्ने कारणले नै विदेश पलायन हुनु परेको बाध्यता जस्तो लाग्छ।
पढाइ मात्रै ठुलो भयो तर त्यसको सदुपयोग हुन सकेन।
राज्यको जुन किसिमको पोलिसी हुनु पर्थ्यो शिक्षा र स्वास्थ्यमा त्यो पोलिसी राम्रो नभएको कारणले गर्दा
योग्यता अनुसारको चाहिँ जागिर नेपालमा पाउँदैन। किन भन्दाखेरि पाइहाल्यो भने पनि त्यो पैसाले नेपालीहरूलाई चाहिँ खाना लाउन पुग्दैन र पढाइको न्यू गरेर चाहिँ वैदेशिक रोजगारीमा जानलाई एकदम बाध्य हुन्छ।
नेपालमै के गर्छु भन्नेहरुको लागि पनि लगानी गर्ने वातावरण नभएका कारण
रोजगारीको ग्यारेन्टी नभएका कारणले गर्दाखेरि सुरक्षित भविष्यको खोजीमा चाहिँ धेरै युवाहरू विदेश पलायन भइरहेका छन्।
नेपालको विश्वविद्यालयहरुमा तीव्र राजनीतिकरण हुने भएकाले
शिक्षित युवा युवतीहरुमा विदेश नै गएर सबै कुरा हुन्छ भन्ने एउटा माइन्ड कन्सेप्ट बसेको छ।
राज्यले युवाहरूलाई अथवा त्यो केही गर्छ भन्ने जनशक्तिलाई अहिले राम्रो अवसर प्रदान गर्न सकेको छैन।
Let's move on to international update. Voting has begun in Taiwan to elect a new president and parliament under the shadow of an increasingly assertive China, which has called the vote a choice between peace and war. China claims Taiwan as its own territory despite strident objections from the government in Taipei and has never renounced the use of force to bring it under Beijing's control. At stake in the elections will be the future of Taiwan's fraught ties with its giant neighbor, with both major parties supporting Taiwan's sovereignty but offering different views on the island's relations with China. Vice President Lai Ching-te, the ruling Democratic Progressive Party DPP's presidential candidate, has urged people not to be swayed by China's threats while offering talks with China and pledging not to upset the status quo. Over the past year and a half, China has staged 2 rounds of major war games close to Taiwan, including in August of 2022, firing missiles into waters off the island as Beijing asserts its sovereignty claims over the democratic island. Taiwan's largest opposition party, the Kuomintang KMT, has attacked the DPP as separatists and pledged strong opposition to Taiwan independence while saying they will seek dialogue with China and keep boosting the island's defenses. In 1949, the defeated Republic of China government fled to Taiwan after losing a civil war with Mao Zedong's communists who founded the People's Republic of China. The Republic of China remains Taiwan's formal name. While both major parties say Taiwan is already a sovereign country, they have different views on ties with China. The United States and Britain have defended as legal under international law military strikes carried out against the Houthis in retaliation for Yemeni groups' attacks on ships in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. At the UN Security Council, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, told the strikes launched overnight were to disrupt and degrade the Houthis' ability to continue the reckless attacks against vessels and commercial shipping. She said more than 2,000 ships had been forced by the attacks to divert from the Red Sea since November last year. Earlier this morning, the U.S. launched a fresh strike targeting a radar site with Tomahawk missiles launched from a warship. The military has described the attack as a follow-on action to yesterday's strikes. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden called Yemen's Houthi forces a terrorist group, adding that Washington will respond to Houthis if they continue the behavior that he called as outrageous. Ecuador's armed forces have increased patrolling and searches in one of Guayaquil's most dangerous neighborhoods days after the city was shocked by a wave of violence. Although some residents of the Portete district welcomed the measure, others reacted negatively to police presence. The area's proximity to a maritime port makes it prone to criminal activity and power struggle between gangs, Portete's district police chief said. A dramatic spike in violence in Ecuador this week, including the on-air storming of a TV station, the hostage-taking of 178 prison staff by inmates, and the kidnapping of police officers appears to be a response by gangs to President Daniel Noboa's plans to tackle a dire security situation. Scientists have warned of a staggering trend of fierce heat after 2023 emerged as the world's hottest year on record. In its annual global climate analysis, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration NOAA confirmed the findings of EU scientists that 2023 was the warmest since records began in 1850, putting it at 1.35 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average. It says the amount of heat stored in the upper layers of the ocean also reached a record high last year. The World Meteorological Organization WMO also confirmed 2023 was a record year and said the world has warmed 1.2 degrees above the pre-industrial average based on the 10-year global average temperature between 2014 to 2023. The record was made possible by climate change driven by the burning of fossil fuels alongside an El Niño climate pattern that emerged halfway through the year. El Niño is a natural event that leads to warmer surface waters in the eastern Pacific Ocean and higher global temperatures. NOAA said there was a 1 in 3 chances that 2024 would be warmer than 2023 and a 99% chance it would rank among the 5 warmest on record. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.